Nyakor mugajuang ma edi en wang jowi mar Blackman seche gendi mwadwa loso kod achiel kuom wang ma en jalony kendo jasiasa ma kaunti ni endi ma Migori. Adwa rwake mondo nyiswa nyinge basto wadhi mbele.
Amoso uduto ni okweuru. An Hon.Navin John awuok Migori County kae kendo an jalony weche mag siasa gi dongruok.
Erokamano ahinya bwana Navin John. Gi seche gendi wadwa focus kata wadwa lieko achiel ariyo adek matimore e piny mar Kenya kata siasa matimore Kenya kaendi. Nyaka gi sani Kenya ochopo kanye to Kenya ochomo kanye nyaka gi seche gendi.
Kenya ok ni e position maber. Adiera makende ni waseneno shida ma wan go e piny ka nyaka ne ji e yiero ma wayud ker. Telo mar Kenya kwanza e telo ma osemiyo wa shida mathoth mapok wadwaro yudo kaka jo Kenya. Bech fuel kodhi malo ka onge gimotime, it means ni nyaka japiny ma piny mogik nyaka ng'inyre.
Right.
Omiyo pok aneno gima sirikal ni otimo manyalo improve e situation marwa kaka raia. Obed weche mag school ma e sirikal momiyo sani mondo nyathi osom through secondary school,
Right.
through university, otek mapok odwaro yude. Uchumi rach. Sani kidhi e shelf mag supermarket kata duka, ji dhi gimo iluongo ni kadogo economy. Teni chon kane nyiew gimoro bel, kane nyiew pampa pak achiel,
Right.
to sani piny oridore, idhi pampa pieces adek, siling kiane mia, kiani en sani pesa di. So mano nyiso ni Kenya ok ni kama ber. Insecurity nitie. Ne oter police kucho e area mar Baringo, to nyaka sani everyday ka waketo wang'wa e news to wa realize ni ji nego ncho nege MCA area ma I think nen Samburu. So security wise bende pod ok waneno ka there is any improvement nikech cattle rustling is still a menace in northern Kenya. Al-Shabaab pod chando wa Boni Forest. The economy is bad. Waonge tourist. Mombasa, manyeni coastal region has issues. Aya kiduogo Eluo Nyanza gi Western. The situation is the same. So the state of the nation is in a dire situation.
To bwana Navin kang'adi matin chien kacha waseneno ga opposition kata jogo makwedo sirikal osebedo kaluongo ji e ng'anyo maandamano mopogore ka giwacho ni garama mar ngima mondo dog chien. To ng'anyo ni impact mane ma osekelo ne japiny kata ja Kenya man piny kaendi?
Adwa ni wawachura dieri. Wan kaka joluo osebedo opposition ndalo mang'eny. The only time waseneno benefit e sirikal ni en e sirikal mar bar kamane baba oriwore omosore gi Moi Kibaki.
Okay.
Dene wachak wayudo nyadongruok moro matin kancha baba omosore gi ker Uhuru Kenyatta. Apart from that, piny luo osedok chien ki maendeleo in the sense that sirikende ma osebedo kabiro kosebedo kadewa. But waduoko ne Raila Amolo Odinga erokamano nikech nokelo gimiluongo ni devolution. So devolution ni omiyo wan gi sirikende wa matin manyalo gero e gwengewa. Maandamano osebedo tool ma wanyiso godo government o sirikal manie telo ni weche ok dhi maber. But impact ne king'iyo samoro ok bedga maber ahinya. Ji wito ngimagi kaka ncha ne wadhi e ng'anyo, but ngima pok odok. Sirikal Ruto ne ok owinjo ywakwa motimo nade molowa the cost of living piny. Omiyo aparo ni apart from electoral justice ma opposition kauga matek,
Right.
pok aneno actual justice in terms of ng'anyo for other governance issues.
Wachore bwana Navin ni ker ma wan godo Daktari William Ruto ne osebedo ka kwedo wach mar loch gwenge kata devolution. To wasebedo kwa neno kata ka weche timore ni chenro kata weche mag lokruok e kor gwenge ok osebedo ka dhi mbele ahinya, gisebedo ka gidok mana chien. Be nitiere wach moro iye kanyo ni ker masani ma wan godo Migosi William Ruto ema thiro loch mag wach ni devolution kata loch gwenge, nikech ne kane loch gwenge itimo gi Raila Odinga no okwedo wechego to dhi mobedo ker, to kaka obedo ker to wachore ni chenro mag devolution osebedo ka mbuomore piny kendo ok osebedo ka dhi mbele. Iparo ni ang'o miyo mago timore?
It is true. We are watch kai without fear and favor. President William Ruto is not friendly to devolution. Why? No penge time manager Kenya ne supporte mondo obed included within our constitution.
Right.
He was opposed to it. No penge kabisa. After that, sani adwa mi two examples momiyo William Ruto okenu siep loch mar gwenge mamiyo waneno matunda ma devolution through county government. Chairperson mar Council of Governors iluongo ni Anne Waiguru.
Right.
Nyocho wache mbele ne e retreat mar government konyiso William Ruto ni jatelo kiki devolution otho under your watch kineno. Ang'o miyo nowacho kamano? Nikech pesa mano bedo allocated ne county government, sirikand William Ruto nchose ng'ado bathe. Onyiso governors ni we wamiu moro matin kaka uruma to governors bodage ni mano oke pesa machik dwani watime nade wayudi. That is one. Two, ncha widho vigari wang'e ni en ng'ama oero campaign kata sani en gigari podi nene kene vigari o campaign. It's right, but I think a serious president should be working for the people of Kenya. But killing devolution kaka nowacho ni onyiso governor Irungu Kang'ata ni pesa we mana kawa chulo go Eurobond. What is that? Sani salaries poko chul. Development onge counties. Counties are in debt. And William Ruto continue to strangle and strangle and strangle. Ma ngano kusiep county government, ngano kusiep jopiny. Ngano dwani pesa mano nego beni biro ka odunga malo kuchocho mondo ya gusiepe.
To ka ng'adi matin iwacho ni jowa ma ona ogando nagi kata joluo ok osebedo ga ka support jokocha, nikech waseneno jowa moko man kocha kaka example anyalo migi Eliud Owalo gini ni kocha. To jowa Eliud Owalo koponi okelo gimoro e counties magwa makaluo to jowa gweyo, to wan joge wa moko simoko wakao jok man kocha kwa biro kodo koni. Ipani gika ilago donge mathiro dongruok e oganda wa kaka joluo, koso ang'o momiyo watimo mano kaka oganda nagi?
Waduo kichien. Eliud Owalo en ja UDA. Osekelo nwang'o.
Bato pogo chiemo.
Aya, okay, gima narito mondo wachi. Idwa wacho ni chiemo mar msaada mondik ni not for sale mchele oganda. Tangi kaw ni biri pogo uriri tipogo nyateke tipogo siaya. Ni mano dongruok.
Dongi ng'eni nitiere.
Mano ok dongruok.
Ng'eni Hon.Navin nitiere jowa ma nyaka gisechegi.
Yes.
Nigi shida mar chiemo. To kokaw chiemo kelni nitie shida mora mora.
Idwa nyisa ni all minister manigi budget worth billions. Dwa ni bi mondo distribute chiemo mar msaada ma ok owuok kata Kenya mokel from pinje ma ok ni mano dongruok. I think we need to be serious, and it is high time mondo wachak nyiso jotendwa dieri.
Right.
Ok wadwa peanuts. Mchele goganda mar msaada ma iluongo ni relief food come from other nations to this nation. The USAID is giving millions and millions of dollars mondo omi people mobed affected, obed floods, obed ango, obed hunger. But we are talking about the national government undertaking critical projects to better the lives of Kenyans. For example, eriti endikel no mchele ibiri pogo nyateke instead of ensuring ni lower kuja irrigation scheme obedo injected with millions and millions of cash so that we have many more acreage.
Right.
Yeah? Yeah? And production, Nyatike is becoming productive.
Yeah.
So that instead of rituchimo mar msaada, we are going to put pockets into the pocket of farmers. Okay? Eliud Owalo is an ICT minister. He has a whole ministry of digital economy. Why can't he bring a mega IT centers within these sub-counties, whereby people can get digital literacy, mondo wafinya computer kaka negi wacho.
Dongo sekelo Wi-Fi Siaya County au njoni nyoto setere Wi-Fi kuria kaya ndinigi Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi okay to mara vieta. You know? So that is the truth of the matter. You want to tell me Apenji, how many homes in Migori manage Wi-Fi? There are so many. I don't expect a serious government to bring for the people of Migori Wi-Fi. I expect them to come and bring ICT resource centers. Mondo nyitindwa or learn what is called digital jobs. Mondo Karmondo wapedigi 90% of our youth near border. Right. We can have jomoti mofomfo udhiu punjire digital skills. Okay? Because punjire digital skills, these are people who can earn at the pleasure of where they sit. That is able to grow our economy and contribute positively.
Right.
To Wi-Fi. Bwana kata wano hangi Wi-Fi. Bwana, we don't need the government. We need government to bring serious projects that can change the life of the Kenyan youth.
Ipani angumi wagwe joge wakaka ogando nagi.
Apani we are Luos, yeah. And we are very smart, we are very intelligent people.
Right.
And we are people who know what we want. And that is the reason why we was by the opposition for all these years. Let us be honest. P.S. Omolo in Wood Luo, but Itio Kodemarach is a friend. But Itio Kodemarach, why? When we had a deputy minister, yeah, in charge of internal security, because wherever Oroa Ojode went, no Kaunitindelu or police, he was after creating impact in the society.
Right.
Tawadwa ma Raymond, Dako increase not the number of police stations that is coming into Nyanza. Dako increase no quarter of Nyetendo can be recruited into NYS, Kenya Police, and stuff like that. Dako make sure we get the necessary projects, get street lights in the rural areas, so that we reduce insecurities. That is the biggest ministry one. The problem with this government is idwani ikalo tidwani oteri NYS. Why? Because right now fee marmondo ngato odimusom even a diploma course is so much expensive, almost twice the cost. They are denying poor people the opportunity to learn. Nimondo koro diru again NYS. No. I think this government needs to get serious.
Kwa focus on national politics, Raila Odinga. Nitire watch moro madhi mbele Kenya kaya ndisani kachel called East Africa, kata Africa maugwe, watch Africa Union. Raila Odinga nyocho wacho elela ni odwan bio chung kaka chairman kata jakom mar African Union. Gipachi ineno ni joluo chomokanye kata siasa ma Kenya kapok wadhi kanyo chomokanye.
I think I don't want to share one. Baba is the Baba of Africa,
right?
And we all know ni ngamanigi qualifications maage East Africa kaunge. In fact, in Africa at large, Baba is a renowned diplomat. He has a very wide CV. Nanjoka jomoko do no question any Bengilo degree. Those are useless things.
But watching Baba is always right.
Baba is always no. I'm saying there are two things. We have to look at it in two areas. One,
yeah,
what is the impact ma kababa or the AU to the konyogodo our nation?
Right.
It is a question manyaka sani. I'm still not fully satisfied. In as much as I want to wish Baba well, but the fact that he's going to AU doesn't mean that he's going to bring massive development into Kenya. Because if you look at the Sitmar AU Commission, those guys, their hands are kind of tied. In terms of, they can only come up with few policies, but if you look at the effectiveness of African Union in African governance structure, and very weak compared to other institutions like the EU, whereby you realize that EU is able to formulate policies, is able to cut across all member states. In Africa, it is a challenge. We don't even have a common currency. We are not able to solve small problems, okay, like the war in DRC, the conflict in Ethiopia, between Ethiopia and the Tigray people.
Right.
We have conflicts in Central Africa Republic. We have coups in West Africa, okay? For me, it is not such a serious thing. But what we want is that Baba needs to elevate his profile into the international realm, because I am very sure that one day when Baba retires, hopefully he'll be able to move from Africa Union and into the UN. Politically, it is going to be a challenge for Kenya. Why? Because there is nobody, and I'm repeating again, there is nobody who can fill Baba's shoes in terms of keeping this weird government in check. Nobody. Because we know that nobody has the following that Baba has. Not even Kalonzo, not even Martha Karua, not even Oparanya. So who is going to come close? Nobody is able to fit into the shoe of Raila in terms of keeping the national government in check. In as much as I'm thinking that if Baba goes to the AU, we might have 3 or 4 people who are likely to take over the helm of ODM as a party. I had a few names I've been looking through. Oparanya, one is the deputy party leader, but he won't fit the bill. Do you know why? Because ODM cannot have both the secretary general and the party leader coming from the same tribe. So either Sifuna has to step down so that the SG position is filled by another person, which is impossible, because if you see Baba is grooming him, and that means that Oparanya himself, since he's coming from Luya, will not be there. Hassan Joe, he retired from politics. You know, I just want the guy to stay on TikTok so that he can leave serious politics to people who can fight for the people of Kenya. The third person that I thought probably would fit the bill would be Opiyo Wandayi, because if you look at his profile, currently is the minority leader, which means he takes command of all members of parliament from ODM. So he looks like the senior most elected person in ODM.
Minode Jatend Azimio Migosi Raila Odinga no wacho ni no lieko ni ngama is best suit nyalo bedo John Mbadi to Josebedo Kagwe.
Minpin perhaps knows what we don't know, and it's something that we have to accept. But I don't think that Mbadi can fit Baba's shoes. Mbadi can't. One, he's not a man of the people. Two, strategically, Mbadi has never positioned himself as a national leader. In fact, even in Nyanza, if you look at his politics in terms of Nyanza, I think you cannot rate him among the top 5. And I would continue to emphasize something that was said by the former spokesperson of Kenya Police, when he said that if you look at the trajectory of leaders who are able to inherit the leadership of Nyanza, that Dr. Uchila Yako sits the bill. And I tend to agree with him that nobody has served the longest more than him. Nobody has had that extensive experience running the government. He's been a minister, deputy minister, he's been an MP, a senator, and now a governor. But now we need a leadership to come from South Nyanza. That's why we'll put Orengo aside, because Orengo is more of a technical person.
Right. Yeah. To Azimio nyakagie sechegiendi Azimio chomokanye nikechi wacho gani ntiere pogruok kata ugongano mo secha kuwuok chama mar Azimio ni Azimio chomogi kanya nyakagi sani kwa chama mar ODM.
Azimio dhibedo a big problem. I know Baba tried to reassure us kaka Joera Magazimio ne Addis Ababa to Kenya and just 2 hours. But let us look at the political implication. You'll not be Ibrodwar or Bidwar ni Baba Mondo obedi involved
politics,
in politics. So gen gima ngeno bro timo but behind the scenes, but you cannot always run such a critical role via remote control, as Mudavadi said it. So
baba osebedo kawachoga ni siendi mahali niko tu hapa karibu. Pani Raila minango nikech gimatimore nyocha kanja Raila biro e county Makisi onyiso jopiny ni kudwara 2027 udhi yuda. Baba endi mahali Raila temo nyiso wafuasi ni ango kata jolupne temo nyisa.
Baba is trying to be Baba. Baba is a leader and is a politician. Right. Korogo siasa. Togo siasa ni ha chunywa umoko ni kababodhi. Tokare eringa madita nyirome. Because ongenga mose kumanyalo unite the ODM or the Azimio party kaka baba. So in my assessment, aneno ni kababa step activities gepin, then Uhuru Kenyatta is going to step up.
Right.
Do you know why? Because Martha Karua cannot fill Baba's shoes.
Yeah.
Wajakoya cannot. Kalonzo Musyoka cannot. En kadako biro mana Migori ka. Tokaramana Chiro Knyapo. So I think Ngama Nigi second largest followers in Azimio block, and I think is the chairman. Mara Azimio is Uhuru Kenyatta. So we'll start seeing Uhuru Kenyatta starting being involved in a lot of political programs. Okay, yeah. So I think that's it. But Baba would be doing things via remote control. But he needs a key figure, Maji Nyaloero, and the only person who fits the bill is Uhuru Kenyatta.
To wachore ni nitiere kaka sirikal mar Kenya osebedo kachoro lwete e wach EU mar Raila Odinga ni kata kanyocha waneno e piny mar Uganda ka Raila no dhi kono, Raila oduogo mowacho ni no dhi to Ruto timore nade ofuate kata odhi odo Ruto kono. Ruto ne gi issue ne embe ne gi issue ne iparo ni beniti rach kata ber ka sirikal ochoro lwete e wach bedo Raila e bedo ne EU ni benti rach kata ber mora to ka adhi mbele matin sirikal onego support nikech Raila is a Kenyan to gimodwaro ni is for Kenya. Koro kodware ne ja Kenya en ber mar Kenyans te to ka government oamua ni support nitiere richo mora ka sirikal ochako support.
So there are two things. One, unyaka wanyis jopiny adieri. Moses Wetangula ne boke ni owacho ni sirikal dhi campaign ne Baba. They can't, bwana. Baba is known everywhere. Baba is moving. Baba is meeting at the heads of state. He's out there. Baba is campaigning. So he doesn't need Ruto to campaign. But what he needs is the backing of Ruto to present his name. Because you cannot be a candidate if a government does not submit your name. So in that role, I think these are some of the negotiations Mano said in there. Actually, this was something which was agreed long time ago when Ruto met Raila and Obasanjo. So they were just waiting for the right time. Mondogi reveal G Sitema events, Chako unfold. So that is one. Two, Raila no the Uganda mondo mediate between Ruto and Museveni. Immediately the evidence Uganda paid Kenya for the oil, which means it was not Ruto helping Baba, it was Baba helping Ruto, and because he helped Ruto, now Ruto has to support his bid. And Baba also said it is Museveni who is going to present his name. So I think it is not just Kenya that is going to present the name of Raila. It is the East African community led by Museveni that is going to present a candidate as a bloc. Yeah, in Africa we have blocks.
Yeah.
We have SADC, we have ECOWAS, we have East African community. So I think the East African community is a group that is going to propose Baba for the chairmanship of the AU Commission. So Ruto is just playing politics. Yeah.
To kakoro watieko nitiere chama mar ODM. To chama mar ODM nitiere jok moyiere e chama ni endi mar ODM. Ma osebedo kate county ni endi ma Migori nitiere jogo mano yier go tiko mar ODM. Nitiere jok kata mano mi otiko nyale odia. To wasebedo kwa winjo ni kaka Raila wuok ni onge koti ma udhi liere kata nyoro nya winjo ka mbunge moro ma Migori County ka wacho ni Raila sani onge koti, sani orwako t-shirt, onge koti mudhi liere. Un kaka jo ODM gi jowa moyier gi ODM iparo ni ODM ochomo kanye, to jowa ma osebedo ka liere kod Raila gi gidhi timo nade 2027?
First and foremost, baba and baba wate. So okapar kanti ngamose di ODM okuliere kot baba.
Right.
So I have to clarify that. Koro kigo kori. Ni koro sani baba koro olonyo koti, baba orwako t-shirt. Then I think you're mistaken.
Yeah.
Because ODM is the heart and soul of the Luo nation. And Baba is the heart and soul of the Luo nation. Jok mawacho ni wang ni babu di AU onge tingo bad, onge ngamiti onge tingo bad ji. Mago jomo disrespect Baba. I think that people should be condemned. What we know and what I'm assuring you today is that influence Maraila Eluo Nyanza ka cannot be watered down. Baba is still going to decide a lot of the things are going to happen politically. Anyi sinobro timu through remote control. And that is Baba is 2 hours. Donge jibro wokani jodhelemo Baba Addis Ababa to jiduogo. And the party itself has its structures. Nominations meeting are going to be fair. So it is the secretariat man, the ODM party, that is going to determine who Ngamabedo Kanye, they have the National Elections Board. And right now, ODM is undergoing reforms. Baba is revamping the party. If I no revamp ne party mondo, or when UDA gango mondo biodo nchika gijoge go. Baba put the thing of Badiji because Baba cares about us. And one kaka jo ODM, kendo one kaka jo Luo. Kama Baba wacho ne walo wono. Kanye mabro wacho kato wache through remote control, we will follow him because he's never misled us.
Koro itemo wacho ni jok mano ting badgi ka obeda gi cher podi dhi ting badgi.
Ngama no ting bade mano ne photo. But jopiny emane no timenade, jopiny emane no gokura, jopiny, it is you guys who voted these leaders.
Right.
The fact that Raila attended some rally to campaign for his candidates didn't mean the votes were decided on a podium. They were decided on a ballot. So the time to cast the ballot is going to come.
You are Nobedo 2017, the 2022 favored candidates ma were unfit to be elected. Koro chane ni chuno jopiny gi candidates moko kokalo kuom jatend ODM.
Wangadi. Japiny ok nyachun. Japiny ok nyal chun nego ne ngato kura moko dwar. Because just a minute. Because that ballot is a secret ballot. The reason momi gocho ne ngane, gimomi gocho ne ngane, gimomi director gocho ne ngane is known to each and every one of us as individuals. So kidwa wacho ni people were forced. I think onge ngama no sebedo forced. We all vote. There was no intimidation. Watene walk sapar kachiel sapar wadi wariedo line wagocho ne joma waero. And joma no the popular, the majority of votes are the people who are serving. So ngama wache no racho no.
Raila is always right. Kata Baba is always right. Aparo ni gima Raila osiemo kata ngama Raila osiemo. Aparo ni mano is the right person. Onge achiel ma nyalo bedo ngama Raila osiemo to dhi fail. Angomi wacho ni the decision is made by voters. Dak Raila wewa ji oyier joge gi kendgi. Angomi ostimoko dhi counties moko kaka Migori County wacho ni mae ngama is best suit. Because
Baba is Baba. Okay, you cannot. What makes a politician is influence.
Influence amoro nya influence ngama onge gi paro mar dongruok.
How do you judge ni ngato onge paro mar dongruok? You can't.
Wasebedo kwa neno kate piny mar Kenya kaendi nitiere jok ma bedo imposed on voters.
How?
Koro ka gisebedo imposed nitiere kaka dongruok. Instead mondo gitim dongruok to gitimo dongruok.
Nyisa ngama osichungi party mar ODM mo mislead our people. I think the let us agree on one thing. Leaders bedo voted courtesy of two things. One, manifesto marangat. Marareo.
Right.
In party. So, seche maji wacho ni Raila biro timo jino. Giriambo ne baba. Anywhere party mar ODM, and we cannot wait. Ni waka uja UDA to weja ODM. So we will always vote according to party line.
All right.
So katababu kubiro katababu biro to ja ODM okelno waka. We will vote him. And mugi iwacho ni jok mababo utingo bari go kiombi because dongo wachore ni gima babo neno kubedo piny. Kata William Ruto is mana gorofa apar malo okonyal neno. So Baba's been our leader. He knows what is best for us.
William Ruto kelo e-citizen to wacho ni payment of school fee by parents detimore e-citizen jonyuol osebedo ka ywak. Impact mani magini dikelo na jonyuol.
That is the biggest theft this country has ever seen. Why do you take an independent mandate of institutions and then you want to nationalize it? Everything made not teams and you do be nationalized. Why? The government is setting a trap for resources mar penny mondo be looted. How do you just a moment? How do you trust a government? Makao pesa, mar county government, mishara mune gubeni chulo ju teach, to chulo go Eurobond. Ere kakedwa di trust gi school fee mochol, mondo pesa gi, obiyo goal, mondo pesa gi, oduoge school, mondo pesa gi. Because they've not stated that this is the problem that we are trying to solve. For them, they're interested in creating one pool. Ma pesa tenya lodonje, and then from there they decide what to do with this money, irregardless of what other people feel. And that is why I say, kaskusu chako chulo pesa through this pay bill. Ibro winjo ne ya, schools will start dying down. Get sechema irito nyaka government or ni pesa. We know ni capitation ma government samoro oromuga mar free primary education. Donge no deko kaka suppliers donge were dying out here. Ka capitation chemane deko. What about kakuru nyaka fio ka oternegi? Because they used to survive giving mat to fino bochako ka. So the principle is there and they can't fully manage the school unless the national government do you manage schools individually. Then you go to the principles. Otherwise, it is a theft. But schools are going to suffer.
Iwacho ni principals kachil kod teachers osebedo ka sponda school fees mag nyithindo. Kwatieko wachno itiere waduogo Migori County bang dakika achiel kende. Itiere chenro ma osebedo kadhi e county niendi ma Migori. To iwacho ga ni nitie pesa moro ma pok owuok e county mar yath. Akia ni bisewinjo wach mar county ma Migori nitiere yedhi kaka ikwalo kata jikao kotere stende kata dispensaries ma oko wach ni e county niendi e sub counties kata wards magwa nitiere kaka yedhi dhi lal kono hapa nitiere officers mag serikal ma county niendi ma Migori gete mango to serikal ma county oseti mango mondo yedhi oduok ne jopiny ma osebedo kaiwa.
First yuagna winjo kuomi. Mar ariyo pok waneno any evidence ni yath igolo from hospitals ma county. Pok waneno video, pok waneno pictures because I like what the EACC is doing, Sani. EACC is very keen.
Governor no wacho kane ia Renal Center ni nitiere sub counties moko ma okosebedo kadhi maber in terms of kano yedhe. Nitiere kaka yedhe moko ikao jomoko pando.
What is happening is this. We have what is called systematic loopholes.
Yeah.
Mago exist. KEMSA is the largest distributor of drugs in this country. It was a systematic problem.
Yeah.
So trying to make it a political problem, we cannot go there. That is a systematic problem because Governor Kokanobiro, he has to learn how that system works.
Yeah.
And I think they've come up with a digital system. MA is now able to track drugs kaka work from the distribution centers all the way to the sub-counties. There is a system. I don't know if I'll get it, but there's a system. Next time, Kaduogo, Tipenjago. So they are able to monitor distribution mad drugs, uptake mad drugs, and that. But then I think the county government is still not yet mature.
Yeah.
In across all the 47 counties. That's why we're still seeing loopholes. So it was a new thing, and every day we keep on learning. Every day we keep on making adjustments. And I believe if we strengthen devolution, if we strengthen the system, the systems in place, if we come up with serious oversight policies and regulatory frameworks, then devolution is going to be the key equalizer.
Right.
For individuals in this country.
Yes. Erokamana nyanya kwa mubati mano ne en achiel kuom wa kata achiel kuom jodak ma county ni ndima Migori ma iluongo ni Navin John kane oloso achiel kachiel kod jowinjo wa e weche kata e yore kaka chal mar piny Kenya kachiel kod chal mar Migori County. Bed gi odiochieng' maber kendo subscribe to our YouTube channel kachiel kod Facebook @Blackman TV.